don't wanna talk on the phone. Don't need no friends, I'm good on my own. Started from the bottom, want that to be known. Been through a lot, and I'm grown. Bad to the bone, getting in my zone, sitting on my throne.
What's up, everyone? So right here, I have this little bracelet. This bracelet is Albanian tradition. Pretty much the first of every March in Albania, you know, a lot of people, they put these bracelets on, and it's a symbol of, you know, like the new spring coming and good weather, prosperity, just a good omen, right? So I've been doing this since I was a little kid, and you know, March just ended. So, you know, usually the first week of April, you're supposed to take it off and put it somewhere in nature. So today what I want to do is I'm actually gonna put it on this tree over here. Put it on this tree right here. I just took off the bracelet, as you can see. And this tree right here is my tree. So I am going to tie it around here. So yeah, I just put it on my tree right here. Check it out. You can see it right here. I have it on my tree. Yeah, this is my tree right here. I'm gonna visit this tree, you know, next year, the year after that, in the future, and I'm curious to see if it's still gonna be on there. I don't see why it wouldn't, you know. I don't think anyone would go there and even notice it, let alone try to cut it off. So yeah, that's just it's a symbol, you know. You tie it to a tree or by a flower, and it symbolizes, you know, just positive vibes, growth, nature, life. So right now it's April 6th, 2021, and right now we're in the 4th lockdown here in Toronto, Ontario, of the whole COVID pandemic. And I just wanted to make this video to share my perspective on the situation, but more importantly, just have this as more of like a time capsule, as a memory to look back on. So when the world does open up, I can watch this video and, you know, just have a memory of these times, because it's crazy times we're going through. And, you know, eventually they're going to talk about COVID and this whole pandemic in schools, in history, and anyone in the future could always watch this video and just get some insights from someone going through it firsthand. And I think it'd be pretty funny too, because, you know, eventually in the future, my kids, my grandkids could watch this video and just really get a grasp of what was it like going through this. So here's the video, you know. So now it's been over a year since the whole pandemic started, and you know, it's an interesting time to say the very least. And you know, the lockdowns and the pandemic as a whole has greatly impacted my life. Like, for example, right now I'm employed at 2 jobs, but I haven't been able to work at one job for about 14 months now. And then my other job, I haven't been able to work there for about 6 months. Like, I'm still employed at these jobs, but I just haven't been able to work because we've been pretty much lockdown after lockdown after lockdown. And even gyms, you know, like, my thing is, I love working out. I've been working out in gyms for 6-7 years now, and you know, I went 4 or 5 times a week for the last 6-7 years, but I haven't stepped foot in a gym in almost 15 months. So it's definitely been a adjustment period. You know, I had to do online school for my last semester at Ryerson University, and obviously that was adjustment period too. And you know, even my sister right now, she's doing online school. So everyone's life has been affected by this greatly. People have really felt the effects of the pandemic, but more importantly, just the lockdown, because, you know, we've had a lot of restrictions placed on us, and more so, I think, than a lot of other places in the world. Like, right now, as I'm recording this, America is pretty much like wide open. They have like live venues, concerts, they have stadiums full of people for games and stuff. But here, you know, we're just under complete lockdown, and you know, it is what it is. I'm not a politician, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not even gonna say my opinion whether I think it's the right way or wrong way to deal with it, because at the end of the day, I got no power to change in reality. So I've kind of just grown accustomed to accepting it and looking at the glass half full. But yeah, it's been tough, man. It has been really, really tough. It's been an adjustment period, to say the least. And, I see a lot of people, man, a lot of friends, a lot of people I know, their mental health has gone to the gutter because of the situation. Because you're pretty much confined to, just staying in your room and staring at the same four walls all day. And eventually that catches up to you. They tell you, don't go outside, don't do this, the virus is gonna get you, like, it's almost like they're trying to push this scared mentality on people. And I get it, we're going through a historic event, and COVID's real and all that stuff, but the media definitely hasn't helped the situation, I say, because they've just almost tried to just scare the general public with their headlines and their facts. And I feel like a lot of the information they give out is only a half truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, they give these random statistics, and then they might change their opinion on it, or they don't give the full picture. Like something that happened this week, right? So when the pandemic first started, they were saying, oh, you shouldn't wear a mask. They weren't really advising it because they didn't know if it was really gonna help or not. And then a couple months later, they go, no, you have to wear a mask. Okay, cool, people wearing masks. And then they go, oh, you know what, you should actually wear like 2 masks because it helps even more. It's like, let me just stop breathing altogether, And then just last week, they were saying that these face masks that you can get, they're like disposable. They're saying that a lot of them have this chemical that can really fuck up your lungs. And it's like, bro, you've been advising us to wear this type of mask for the last year, and I've been wearing them, and you're telling me it could mess up my lungs, and now they're like telling people to not use them. It's like, all this crazy like change in information. And I get it, with this pandemic, new information is coming on the daily, so you got to just adjust and adapt. But it's been a roller coaster. It has been a damn roller coaster. So I do know a couple of people that actually have caught COVID in the past, and from their perspective, they said it was just kind of a cold. It wasn't anything too crazy, just slightly feeling tired, maybe a headache. But overall, thankfully, most people that I know personally haven't had too much of a drastic case of COVID. Me personally, I don't know if I've ever caught COVID in the past or not. There's a chance I might have, because in the past, actually, there was a period where I felt kind of sick for about 2 weeks. Nothing too crazy, but I felt kind of tired. I had a headache, very low-grade fever. But it was weird because I actually lost my ability to taste. And then on top of all that, I actually lost my ability to smell for about 2 weeks. That was super weird for me because, I've never had that symptom before in my life. And apparently that's one of the symptoms of COVID. So who knows? There's a chance I might have caught COVID in the past. But, I live in Toronto, right? There's a lot of people living in the city. It's very population dense. So, it's not the craziest thing that I might have caught COVID, because a lot of people in Toronto caught COVID, because there's a lot of people living in a small amount of area. So it is what it is. But, if I didn't, I don't know. But, I got through whatever it was, and I'm here now. So that's the important thing. But during this time, though, I really stepped up my game when it comes to trying to get my immune system to be optimal. Like, one thing I realized is that sleep is key. You gotta get enough sleep. Like, I've been sleeping a solid 9 hours a day since the whole thing started, because sleep is very important for general health purposes and for your immune system to be functioning properly. On top of all that, I've been taking vitamins. Every day I take vitamin D, especially here in Toronto, because, winter is tough and there's like not a lot of sun. So, I've been taking vitamin D every morning, and then I take a multivitamin, and then I take a vitamin C. And I've been doing that every single day. So that's what I've been doing personally to try to keep my immune system strong and my body functioning properly. But it's funny because you don't really see a lot of this in the media, of them telling you like, take vitamins, it could help. They're kind of just putting all their eggs in the vaccine category, and that's cool and all, but vitamins are helpful. And even my whole family, I got them on vitamins. Like, I bought it for them and they've been using it. So I feel like that's been working and helping. And anything you could do to try to help yourself, you got to do it, right? Like, sleep enough, take vitamins, exercise. I've been doing a lot more cardio to make sure my cardio system is working properly, And then on top of all that, you gotta keep the stress down, because stress kills your body and your immune system. Stress is super toxic for the body, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the stress down, which is hard during these times when the media is always trying to just pump you full of fear, you know? It's a very stressful time. But you have to try your best to keep the stress down because, you know, having high stress isn't gonna help you. It's gonna just be a problem more than anything, you know? You know, one thing I wanna touch on is the impact that COVID and these lockdowns have had on mental health. Personally, this last year has been the hardest year of my life, 100%, at least so far. And, you know, the friends I have, I ask them, and they could tell you the exact same. It's been the hardest year they've had in their lives for many reasons. And, you know, people's mental health has gone down significantly through this time. You know, you're confined to your house pretty much. There's not much to do. You can't go to the gym. But you know what you can do though? You can go to LCBO and buy all the alcohol you want. You can go to the marijuana store because it's legal here in Toronto. You can buy all the marijuana you want and smoke your brains out. And then you could buy cigarettes, and then you could buy fast food. You know, you can't go to the gym, etc., etc. You can't play on like sport teams. You can't really do a lot of activities. So yeah, it's been tough on people's mental health to say the least. And I know a lot of people, man, they have been really struggling with substance abuse. Me personally, I'm so happy that I was able to get through this time without smoking weed, without drinking. Like, I only drank once during this last year. I only got drunk once. And I probably smoked weed 5 times in the last year. That's nothing. I know people that are getting through this time by smoking weed every single day. I know people that are getting through this time by drinking alcohol every single day. I know people that are getting through this time by popping pills, antidepressants and stuff like that every single day. And guess what that's doing to their brain? It's fucking up their brain and it's fucking up their immune system. They're kind of just coasting through this time like a zombie, which, you know, in a way I sympathize because it's a hard time, but when this is all over, they're gonna be mentally really messed up. They are, you know, and if you were able to get through this time like I did without relying on a substance and just straight willpower and positive thinking and, you know, stuff like that, I feel like you're gonna be so much better off at the end of this. Because, you know, when you go through tough times, it can either break you or it can make you and just make you stronger overall. And this situation has made me so much stronger because I went through it. I didn't let it break me. For a while, it set me back a little bit, but I didn't let it break me, which is the most important thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here, I'm recording YouTube videos, I built a tiny house, made music, still working out, etc., etc. I've been doing a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to grow as much as I can, you know, with the circumstance. But a lot of people, man, they just let the situation break them. They just let the situation break them, and they're just relying on drugs and alcohol and pills to get through this time. They're coping through it. And, you know, when this is all over, they're going to be messed up because now they have a dependency on this stuff. And they pretty much wasted a year plus of their lives in this state of trance, of just zombie mode, just, you know? That wasn't me, and I'm super happy about that. You know, and I can honestly say that through this, I realized, obviously, you know, like, life is going to throw you challenges. 100% it is. But you got to be strong, and drugs are not the answer. Drugs are not the answer. They always say that, you know, don't do drugs when you grow up. But when you get older and, you know, life throws you challenges and difficulties, a lot of people rely on drugs more than you think, you know? So I'm telling you right here that drugs are not the answer. You got to be strong mentally. Use that willpower, use that discipline, and get through it, because that's how you develop strength and discipline and courage and confidence, and that's how you develop, you know, thick skin. And you need thick skin in this life because life is fucking tough, you know? Life is real tough, and you need thick skin to get through it. So right now they have a 28-day lockdown here in Ontario. They just closed schools, and the lockdown should end, you know, hopefully around first week of May. That's if they don't extend the lockdown, because, you know, like a year ago they said we're gonna lock it down just for 2 weeks, and then it became another 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks. But now they said 28 days, so hopefully it's just 28 days and that's that. They don't keep extending it. Because you know what, bro? People are tired. No, people are tired and people want to live their lives. There should obviously be restrictions and all that, but people need to start living their lives. You can't. I don't know if it's realistic to ask people to just keep their life on hold, on a standstill, on a pause for a year plus. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at right now. But hopefully this is the last lockdown that we're in. I really hope so. Right now they're pushing out a lot of vaccines, and right now they're just vaccinating like people 50 plus or like 60 plus, and because they're the priority group right now, and hopefully they get on that and that helps, and hopefully the vaccines are the solution to this, because whatever the solution is, I just want it to happen because I'm just so over this. I'm ready to start my life. COVID really derailed my plans. I was gonna do some things last year. I was gonna move, but COVID just didn't allow that to happen. And I'm just really craving starting my life again, and just doing things. Just doing things. But you know what though? I'm optimistic that by summer 2021, that we should have made some progress in this pandemic, and hopefully made a big dent and progressed a little bit, and hopefully COVID isn't such a big issue throughout the summer, and we can just kind of leave this in the past. I feel like that's gonna happen. People are strong. Humans, we're strong, man. We've been through tough times in the past. Our ancestors, and this is another tough thing that we're gonna go through. And in the future, there's gonna be plenty of other tough things, maybe even tougher than this, probably. And people are tough, man. People, they get through things. So I believe in my fellow humans. We can get through this, and just gotta keep optimistic personality. You gotta do that. You gotta think glass half full, because it could be worse. It could be worse. Like obviously it's kind of like shit, because lockdowns, COVID, etc. But I'm here, drinking my handy dandy coffee. I'm in a nice nature spot. Life is overall good. You know what I mean? So it really helps if you just kind of focus on what you can control in front of you, instead of trying to worry about the world's problems and, oh my God, the world is upside down, because you can't do anything about it. If I could single-handedly fix COVID and, save people from COVID, I would, but I can't. All I can do is control what I'm doing day to day, right in front of me. So you know what I'm gonna do? We might be on lockdown, but you know what? I'm not gonna rely on drugs. I'm gonna go for a walk every day. I'm gonna sip on a coffee, enjoy some nature, and enjoy this downtime, because you know what? When this is all said and done and it's over, life is gonna be just 0 to 100 so quick. It's gonna be go, go, go. People are gonna start living their lives and just trying to do as much activities and gain as much experience as they can, because we were deprived of that. And like for me, I just graduated school last year during the pandemic, and right now, it's like I haven't really been able to start my life as an adult yet because of the pandemic. But once this is all over and we can put it behind us, it just go straight grind for me. So this might honestly be like the last period of kind of like chillness that I have in my life before I just start going hard, because I'm in my 20s. If you're ever gonna take risks and try to achieve things, it's gonna be now. It's not gonna be when you're 80. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go hard as hard as shit when this thing's all over. So I'm happy that I had this period to kind of chill. Glass half full. You gotta appreciate it, because when this is all over, it's gonna be grind all the time. And I might even think back and be like, damn, I kind of miss just chilling and enjoying nature and just enjoying the moment for what it is. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm curious though, like when you guys are watching this, because like I said, this is 2021. You might literally be watching this video 100 years from now, which is crazy for me to think. 100 years from now. It's possible. If there's anything I could leave you on, is this. It's that life will throw you challenges. Best believe, life will throw you challenges, but you know what? You gotta be tough. You're so much stronger than you think you are. You can get through anything life throws at you. And while you're going through challenges, you got to keep a glass half full mentality. You got to keep optimistic personality, because you can find good in any bad situation. And you know what? You can find bad in any good situation. But you don't want to be that guy or that girl. You want to be someone that finds the good in every bad situation. You want to be the person that when shit hits the fan and there's a problem, there's a crisis, you want to be that one person that remains calm, that remains still, grounded. Be that person. Be that 1 out of 1,000 that is that type of person. Thank you for watching. This has been Truesaye. I appreciate the view. Give it a like, give it a comment. Best of luck to you, life. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.